my name is Utsha Hazra from Chemistry Department, UG Honors, SEM 6. Today I have been given the topic of studying the bioactivity of citric acid and succinic acid through computation. We come to the next slide, that is the index of the project containing introduction, objectives of the project, methodologies used, main findings, conclusion, and the references. First we come to the first topic, introduction. What is bioactivity? Bioactivity is defined by obtaining specific effects after exposure to a particular entity or substance, and these effects may include tissue uptake, metabolism, or psychological responses. As I've heard the term bioactivity, there is also a term bioactive compound. And why? What is a bioactive compound and why is it important? These substances after exposure, as you have seen in the bioactivity definition, the obtaining a specific effect after exposure to a particular entity or substance, these substances are called bioactive compound. Here we get the definition. Bioactive compound is a compound which have the capability to interact with one or more compounds of living tissue by presenting a wide range of probable effects, and it is important due to the antioxidant, anti-carcinogenic, anti-inflammatory or antimicrobial properties, thereby protecting living beings from high level of free radicals, which reacts easily with other molecules, resulting in damage of the cell. So we come to the next topic, that bioactive compounds chosen. First is the citric acid. This is the structure of the citric acid. As we can see, there are 3 carboxylic parts and hydroxy group. So the IUPAC name is 2-hydroxypropane 1,2,3 tricarboxylic acid. These are the uses. That is, it is used to preserve and marinate meats, flavor foods, beverages, and hence used as the flavoring agents and preservatives. Due to its sour taste, it is also used in making certain candies. Next, we come to the next compound, that is a succinic acid. This is the structure of succinic acid. Then the IUPAC name, which is butane 1,4-dioic acid, and the uses is that succinic acid used for production of polymers, clothing fibers, preservatives, paints, food additives, etc. It is also used in skincare products to clear and brighten skin. Then the next topic is the objectives of the project. I have used ChemDraw and Pass Online software to analyze the bioactivity of the chosen compounds. Then I have done the literature survey of these compounds, and these are being explained in these projects. Then I have found the useful bioactivities of the compound. First is my citric acid. These are the bioactivities: lipid metabolism regulator, antipruritic, allergic, growth stimulant, platelet aggregation stimulant, antiparasitic. Then the second is the succinic acid. Insulin, their bioactivities are insulin promoter, anti-hypoxic, melanin inhibitor, and muscle relaxant. Then we come to the next part of the slide, that is the methodologies used. I have used the ChemDraw software to draw the chemical structures of the chosen compound. This is the first step, and you can see the figure. This is the figure of a ChemDraw. Then we come to the second topic, that I have registered myself on the Way to Drug Pass Online website and predicted the bioactivity of the chosen compound. The structure of the Pass Online website, where there is predict new compound, where you can predict a new compound. Then the next step is the mole file created, which is being imported and pasted on a Pass Online site to predict the bioactivities. And this is the figure of a Pass Online site. After that, we came to the next step. Is the predictions made. This is the structure of citric acid and the predictions. Then the next step, similarly, I've done the succinic acid also. This is the figure of succinic acid and the predictions regarding the bioactivities. Then we come to the next slide, that is the main findings. Bioactivities chosen for citric acid from past online website and their uses. First point is the lipid metabolism regulator. Lipid metabolism is the synthesis and degradation of lipids in cells involving the breakdown and storage of fats for energy. Citric acid can regulate blood lipid levels in hyperlipidemia. Hyperlipidemia is a process where the lipid levels in the blood increases. So it's very important to reduce it, and citric acid has a main important role in reducing it. Thereby it reduces the resistance induced by hyperlipidemia and improve insulin sensitivity, and provide a theoretical basis for the application of citric acid in diseases related to glucose metabolism disorders. Next point is the antipyretic and allergy. Antipyretic drugs are basically those medications that inhibit the itching often associated with sunburns, allergic reactions, eczema, chickenpox, fungal infections, insect bites, and stings like those of mosquitoes, fleas, or mites. Citric acid is used as one of the important composition of antipyretic drugs. Next, the bioactivity is platelet aggregation stimulant. Platelet aggregation measures the ability of platelets to adhere to one another and form a hemostatic plug, which is the key important of primary hemostasis. Citric acid is one of the stimulants being used. Then the next bioactivity is the growth stimulant. Citric acid, as we all know that citric acid has an antioxidant effect which could improve cell division and protect plant cells against free radicals, and thus improving the regulatory mechanism of growth by an effect on the endocrine system. Then we come to the next part, the last bioactivity of citric acid. This antiparasitic. Antiparasitic are class of medications which are indicated for the treatment of parasitic diseases such as those caused by amoeba, parasitic fungi, and protozoa, among others. Citric acid is used as one of the components of parasitic drugs, and few evidences regarding the antiparasitic bioactivity is still missing. Further researches can be carried out on this activity. Next, we come to the bioactivities chosen for the succinic acid from the past online website and their uses. The first is the insulin promoter. As we all know, insulin is very important for our body, so succinic acid plays an important role of insulin promotion. Insulin promoter contains a number of cis-acting elements that binds transcription factors, some of which are expressed only in the beta cells present in the pancreas, which secretes basically insulin, and a few other endocrine or neural cells. Esters of succinic, that is the derivative of succinic acid, are potent insulin secretagogues and have been proposed as novel anti-diabetic agents for type 2 diabetes. The effects of acute and chronic exposure to succinic acid monomethyl ester SAM on insulin secretion, glucose metabolism, and pancreatic beta cells function. Then the second bioactivity is anti-hypoxic. Hypoxia is a state of reduced level of dissolved oxygen in our body. So prolonged hypoxia can cause organ damage or even death. So it's very important to reduce this. Succinic acid shows an anti-hypoxic activity by rearranging the NAD-dependent respiratory mechanism. And the next bioactivity is the melanin inhibitor. Melanin provides pigmentation to skin, eyes, and hair, but it can also harm us. As we all know that a substance have advantages, similarly it also have disadvantages. So UV radiation generates reactive oxygen and nitrogen that energizes and electron in melanin. This energy causes DNA lesion, leading to cancer-causing mutations. In sodium salt of succinate, when introduced in the dermis, basically on the skin, dissociate freeing succinic acid, thereby inhibiting the melanin effect of free oxygen radicals. So thereby it can reduce those cancer-causing mutations. Then we come to the bioactivity, last bioactivity, that is the muscle relaxant. Succinyl choline is a quaternary ammonium ion, that is the bis-choline ester of succinic acid, used as a neuromuscular agent. It is basically a skeletal muscle relaxant used to relax muscles during the surgery or while on a breathing machine. Just like acts as an analgesic agent. So these are these. We come to the next topic, that is the computation, the last part. Through this computational study, I get to know about the meaning of bioactivity and the various bioactivities associated with citric acid and succinic acid. I've also learned to draw the chemical structures of the given compound. This online drawing of chemical structures in the ChemDraw site and creating the MTL, that is the mole file, is very interesting, which imparts a great knowledge. In future, further researches can be emphasized regarding the antiparasitic activity of citric acid and the references which are being used in this whole project. These are the references. And thank you.